Today is Wednesday, the 19th of November, and for the next hour, we're going to run through some of the latest and greatest news and updates from the world of AI. Now, there is one actual major update that we're going to talk about today, and that's Gemini. Gemini 3 Pro is here, and it's absolutely incredible. I think it's probably the best model available right now. Just trying to think, is this camera pretty straight? It seems to be. Okay, but yeah, Gemini 3, let's just jump into the main story because Google has caught up. Everyone thought Google was kind of slow playing this a bit, but now their models are absolutely insane and they can pretty much build anything. If you're a builder, you will love this model. Now let's just switch over to the correct screen. And here we go. Let me just resize this for you. Okay, a new era of intelligence with Gemini 3. So Gemini 3 is now the landmark model out of Google. It's the most intelligent model that helps you bring any idea to life. So they've rolled this out across the suite, including into AI Studio, etc., which you're going to see in a minute. But here's the story. A note from Google and Alphabet CEO Sundar. Nearly 2 years after we kicked off the Gemini era, one of our biggest scientific and product endeavors ever undertaken as a company. Since then, it's been incredible to see how much people love it. AI overviews now have 2 billion users every month. The Gemini app surpasses 650 million users per month, and more than 70% of our cloud customers use AI. 13 million developers have built with our generative AI models. So it's still actually fairly early. So if you haven't built with AI yet, it's very, very early still because it's only 13 million people. There's a lot of billions of people in the world. Only 13 million have built with these models so far. And we're able to get advanced capabilities to the world even faster thanks to our differentiated full-stack approach to AI innovation, from our leading infrastructure to our world-class research and models and tooling. Every generation of Gemini has been built on the last, enabling you to do more. Gemini 1's breakthrough in native multimodality, the longer context window, expanding the kinds of information that could be processed and how much of it. So it starts with Gemini 1, and then it moves down to saying this. And starting today, we're shipping Gemini at the scale of Google. That includes Gemini 3 in AI mode in search with more complex reasoning and new dynamic experiences. It's the first time we're shipping Gemini in search on day one. Big. Gemini 3 is also coming today to the Gemini app, to developers in AI Studio and Vertex AI, and in our new agentic development platform, Anti-Gravity. So this is an IDE. We're going to see this in a minute. They've launched something called Anti-Gravity, which is basically a fork of VS Code with some goodness on top. It includes things like an agent manager too, so you can send agents off into the world to do stuff, and it has a management layer that you can orchestrate them. Like all the generations before it, Gemini 3 is once again advancing the state of the art. In this chapter, we'll continue to push the frontiers of intelligence, agents, and personalization to make AI truly helpful for everyone. We hope you like Gemini 3. We'll keep improving it and look forward to seeing what you build with it. Much more to come. Okay, let's go down and see this. This is the first video we can watch. It's a couple of minutes long, but it's very good. Bring any idea to life. That's a huge statement, but it's very true. You actually pretty much can bring any idea to life now, believe it or not. Let me just change, make sure you can hear the audio. Here we go.
Gemini has been multimodal since the beginning. Our Gemini 1 models could see, hear, understand vast amounts of information, and natively generate across modalities. Gemini 2 took the next step with advanced reasoning, enabling AI agents to think, code, and take action. We're taking all of this to the next level with Gemini 3. Gemini 3 is the strongest model in the world for multimodality and reasoning. It's our most intelligent model that helps you bring any idea to life. Starting today, we're rolling out Gemini 3 in our products so you can experience it for yourself. In Google Search, Gemini 3 enables new kinds of generative user interfaces. It codes interactive simulations like this one, custom-built for your search. In the Gemini app, you can use the vast range of Gemini 3 capabilities for all kinds of tasks. You could supercharge how you learn, create, plan, take action, analyze complex videos, and more. You could start building with Gemini 3 Pro, available in the API today. We're even introducing a new platform, Google Anti-Gravity. It's our vision of software development at the frontier of model intelligence. It lets you use Gemini 3's agentic coding capabilities to accelerate how you build. The rollout of our Gemini 3 series will continue in coming weeks. We'll be introducing models with new features across different modalities and more model sizes.
More models to come too.
This is just the beginning of our Gemini 3 series. It's another critical step on the road towards making AI more intelligent and personal for you. Learn more about how you can try Gemini 3 at deepmind.google/Gemini.
Insane. Okay, so this comes with state-of-the-art reasoning with unprecedented depth and nuance. Gemini 3 Pro can bring any idea to life with the state-of-the-art reasoning. What a big claim. It can bring any idea to life with its multimodal capability, and actually can too. It significantly outperforms 2.5 Pro on every major benchmark. Okay, here are the scores if you're interested in benchmarks. Let me try and change this back so we can zoom in properly. Here we go. Benchmark. Top in humanities last exam. So this is actually the hardest benchmark to get a good score on. See, Gemini 2.5 Pro was great and it scored 21.6. GPT 5.1 scored 26.5. Arc AGI 2, and then you've got all the others. One of the actual huge ones, which is worth noting here, is Screen Spot Pro. So this is how accurate the screen understanding is. So if you gave an AI a screen or a computer to look at, the ability for it to actually understand what's on the screen and how to do stuff. So let's say if you wanted to create a product where an agent would record performing a task on screen, then that's probably going to be a big leg up with this model. Bunch of other good benchmarks there too, but it's state of the art in a lot of them. We've got some more examples here. We've got shader inspired by plasma flow confinement to tokamak, add orbit controls, return single HTML page. So here's just some more examples of exactly what it can do. It's so insane. It's a joke. Let me just actually play the sound for you. Sorry. Let's go back a bit. This is going to be great for homework, by the way. Like, to learn anything new, this is going to be insane. Okay, they've released 2 Gemini 3 Deep Think. So Gemini 3 Deep Think pushes the boundaries of intelligence even further, delivering a step change in Gemini 3's reasoning and multimodal understanding capabilities to help you solve even more complex problems. In testing, Deep Think outperforms Gemini 3's Pro's already impressive performance on humanities last exam. Okay, so it beat the SOTA score. Yeah, this is what I think is a really good use case. It goes on to say, Gemini 3 helps you learn, build, and plan anything. Learn anything. It was built from the start to seamlessly synthesize information about any topic across multiple modalities, including text, images, video, audio, and code. Gemini 3 pushes the frontier of multimodal understanding to help you learn in many ways, in ways that make sense for you by combining its state-of-the-art reasoning, vision, and spatial understanding, leading multilingual performance, and 1 million token context window. For example, if you want to learn to cook in your family tradition, Gemini 3 can decipher and translate handwritten recipes in different languages into a shareable family cookbook. Or if you want to learn about a new topic, you can give it academic papers, long video lectures, or tutorials, and it can generate code for interactive flashcards, visualizations, or other formats that will help you master the material. Okay, Pretty insane. Here it is, just with some recipes on. Translate and transcribe these recipes in Korean and English. Create a bilingual website using these recipes. Vibe code until you're happy with the end results. There we go. Look how insane that is. It's so good. We've got some more here too. We've got another release to help you make better sense of information on the web. AI mode in search now uses Gemini 3 to enable new generative AI UI experiences like immersive visual layouts and interactive tools and simulations, all generated completely on the fly based on your query. Good grief. Good grief indeed. Truly insane. Okay. We can actually, I think what we're going to do is actually go and test it. So this is another video of an example of how to use anti-gravity. It's an IDE. We won't actually show it now, but you can see this video on exactly how it works.
I'm going to use anti-gravity to build a flight tracking app, give it a flight number, return some data. After prompting, the agent goes out, does some research, and puts together an implementation plan. I like how this looks, so the agent's going to go out and now implement its work. After it's done with the implementation, it'll actually open up the Chrome browser and use the browser itself to test that it works. As it does the work, it takes screenshots that I can leave comments on. Just a few improvements here, and I actually want to do a little bit of design exploration. The agent will take that feedback and in this case use Nano Banana to actually generate some options of what this output could look like. This one looks pretty clean.
Nice.
So I'm going to go tell the agent to use this one as part of its output. The agent will once again go out, take that feedback, implement the work, and test using the browser. The output looks a lot better. At the end, the agent will put together a walkthrough. Think of it like a report, which shows all of its work, including a browser recording of the final output to prove to the user that it's done its work.
Insane. Absolutely insane. Okay, so that's Gemini 3. We've got some more. Actually, another update. Gemini Agent today. Gemini AI Ultra subscribers can try these agentic capabilities in the Gemini app with Gemini Agent. So this is actually helping people get stuff done in their inbox. So Gemini Agent can help you organize your Gmail inbox. You can try it now inside of Gemini. It creates you like an interactive UI that you can interact with your inbox with. That's crazy. Okay. Let's see. I think there is actually some more models coming maybe today or over the next few days, but we can actually try and actually build some stuff with Gemini in a second. But as you probably expect, there's actually a bunch of updates being rolled out across the board with different platforms. Now, everyone's adding Gemini 3 Pro to their own platforms to obviously make their apps a lot better. And one of them, who is doing exactly that, is Replit. So another vibe coding application. So Replit is more kind of full stack. So at the moment, if you're using Gemini 3 Pro inside of AI Studio, for instance, to build applications, and it doesn't have a backend attached. If you're using Gemini 3 Pro inside of, let's say, the IDE, anti-gravity, then it's going to be able to build out your backend. But Replit, the full stack, front end, back end, is now powered by Gemini 3 Pro. And they actually launched something called Design Mode, because Design Mode helps you design really good looking websites. Now, there was always a problem with previous websites where they all look a bit samey, but Gemini 3 Pro doesn't have this problem. So they've rolled it out inside of Replit and is doing great stuff. Check this out. Crazy. Look how good this site looks. Wild. Okay, so that's Replit. You can now use it inside of Replit today too. Somebody has actually done this. I would love having this update a couple of weeks ago when I was making photo play. Okay, doing interactive walkthroughs. But yeah, congrats to Replit on that one. Got a story here from TechCrunch. Hugging Face CEO says we're all in an LLM bubble, not an AI bubble. Okay, so Hugging Face is a huge site that serves up AI models. They have community features where everyone's uploading things like data sets, models, open weight stuff. And the CEO, Clem, says we're not in an AI bubble, we're in an LLM bubble, but maybe poised to pop. An Axios event on Tuesday, the entrepreneur behind the popular AI platform and community site agreed that the bubble talked in today's trillion-dollar question, but he said he doesn't believe AI's future is at risk if the bubble bursts. Instead, it's a large language model bubble, like those powering ChatGPT, Gemini, and other chatbots that are receiving outsized attention, and that attention may not last. Here's the quote. He says, I think we're in an LLM bubble, but I think the LLM bubble might be bursting next year. But LLM is just a subset of AI when it comes to applying AI to biology, chemistry, image, audio, and video. I think we're at the beginning of it, and we'll see much more in the next few years, he noted. I think all the attention, all the focus, all the money is concentrated into this idea that you can build one model through a bunch of compute, and that is going to solve all problems for all companies and all people. I think the reality is that you'll see in the next few months, next few years, kind of a multiplicity, of models that are more customized, specialized, and are going to solve different problems. Okay, but we just read about Gemini 3 previously, and that is pretty powerful. That can solve most stuff. Kind of like more specialized and solve different problems. Okay. As an example, we suggested the use case of a banking customer chatbot. You don't need it to tell you the meaning of life. You can use a smaller, more specialized model that's going to be cheaper, that is going to be faster, and maybe you're going to be able to run it on your infrastructure as an enterprise. And I think that is the future of AI. Okay. So maybe everyone's shooting for these huge generalized models is the type of bubble that he is talking about. And is the future going to be specialized models? I think we're going to definitely have specialized models for sure, but we can almost see now how powerful these new models are with like Gemini 3. It's absolutely incredible. So we will wait and see, I guess. Okay, we've got a little cheeky fundraising round here. Lambda raises 1.5 billion from TWG Global USIT to build superintelligence cloud infrastructure. Okay. The Superintelligence Cloud today announced it's raised 1.5 billion in Series E funding led by TWG Global, a holding company led by Thomas Tull and Mark Walter, also participating in the round. Thomas Tull's US Innovative Technology Fund, among several exciting investors. So we don't need to dive into that, but they're going to be building more large-scale AI factories as the compute build-out marches on. We've seen many of these deals happening over the last few months, and it looks like they're not slowing down. So if you want to learn about Lambda, they're the Superintelligence Cloud is a leader in the AI cloud infrastructure, serving tens of thousands of customers. Founded in 2012, and this is the latest funding for them to continue that build out. Okay. I think it's probably time we actually start building something using Gemini so you can see the kind of outputs. But if you are creative and you want to start creating images and videos in an epic way and you want the best models serving the best type of content, then you should definitely try something like Let's. Go to Let's, you can create exactly what you love, where you can add yourself and train yourself as a model and then recreate it in different scenes. So you've got all the latest video models. You can create incredible artwork using Let's. Go to lets.ai. It's highly, highly recommended. Okay, let's go and make something now. Let's go and see what we can do with Gemini, with Google AI Studio. We'll go to build. If you haven't used AI Studio before, here's where you find it. It is here. Go to ai.google.com and go into the build section, which is here. Okay. You're going to come to this screen. If you want to see what's possible, you can go down to the app gallery here and you can see some of the new apps that have been built. Here is a research visualization app. Let me just minimize this, where they've given it a research paper and it's visualized a lot of the concepts and created a site for it. Incredible. Obviously, they've done pretty quickly too. Let's have a look what else we've got. We can do games. We can do Sky Metropolis. Isometric City Builder. Why don't we try it? Why don't we try and do this? Let's try and build a game. Let's go. I want to create. I want to create an isometric city builder like SimCity, where I can build houses, roads, parks, commercial areas, industry, manage budget, manage citizens' taxes, and make it a simple level by level game that's very approachable for the user. We should also have an AI advisor if we need help. Okay, let's do that. Let's go with, let's add an AI powered, let's add Gemini Intelligence, I think. Context aware chatbot. Yeah, we'll do Gemini Intelligence. And we're just going to press build. Once you go in here too, you can see all of these tooltips. So it will give you context-aware tooltips. So create an AI advisor character that provides guidance, tips, and warnings to the player. This character can help new players understand game mechanics and offer strategic advice. Okay, there's some more. Add random events like natural disasters. Bring images to life with VO3. Something about the economy. Implement a dynamic economy. And you can pretty much add these to chat like that with a full prompt. And you can send it and add those features. That is a feature I well and truly do love. Okay, one thing, if you've been playing with AI Studio, this is great for web apps, and you can do kind of mobile view stuff too, so you can view it on mobile. But if you want to actually create mobile apps, if you've got an idea for a mobile app, go to createanything.com. I've been using it for a while now. You can turn your words into mobile apps, sites, tools, and products. And you can basically one-click add integrations like in Gemini, but for mobile apps. So if you've got an idea that you want people to be able to download from the App Store on your phone, then go to createanything.com and you can build it there. You can see all the components we're adding. We've got City Grid, Advisor, Control Panel being added. It's actually pretty dang quick too. I'm going to bring up a thread from, I think it was Google developers, because they have Google AI developers. They had a list. I think they had a thread of some of the things that people have built. So check out some of Creative Gemini 3 outputs and the replies. Actually pretty same. We've got Jelly Jumper, JavaScript-based shader of beautiful and grandiose room design, a two-shot working simulation of a nuclear power plant, that's crazy. Again, like learning materials is off the chart with this. One-shot landing page for startup. This was actually bait. This wasn't. This is from class. It wasn't actually two-shot. He built this. This is actual product that he spent many hours building. I think with Gemini 2.5 Pro, many hundreds of prompts. So this actually wasn't included. But next, a 2D chess game with a retro synthwave theme. Let's have a look. Select your fighter. You're on beach. That's cool. I think this is actual chess too. Amazing. 3D voxel art chess game. Cyberpunk 3D snake game, 3D brick builder that showcases Gemini's UI and spatial logic abilities, 3D pirate game, 3D dot eating set, 3D portal game, jelly tower. Nice. A game generated from a very sparse prompt. Build a beautifully simple game that plays itself. Okay. Cockpit simulator, vibe coding image, voxel toy box. That's cool. 3JS 3D visualization of energy in chaos. Landing page with visualizations of Earth. Well, that's good. 3D Rubik's Cube simulation with the shuffle and solve feature. Retro radio simulation. Water physics simulator. Educational physics simulator. A gravity simulator. That's cool. Magnets. Let's check on our one. Oh, okay. So looks like we have something. Road. I can place a road. Our money goes down. I can place a house. Can I remove a house? Let's see here. ISO city. Okay, so that's, can we delete? We can't see the, can I remove add building levels, implement board? There you go. Perfect. Okay, this is cool. Park, industry, shop, house, road. Select. Okay, you can't select to move. The days are progressing pretty quick. Money's going up, I guess, because we've got two houses. Okay, cool. Was there any other coffee brew calculator with slider? Okay, well, let's see if we could add this. Okay, sorry about that. Okay, you get the idea with that one. Let's go and we'll create something new. We'll go with let's go with a practical business use case one, or maybe for For people that want to find jobs, let's go with let's build a perfect CV creation app where the person can just input their details on the left-hand side, and in the right-hand side, a CV gets generated in a nice standardized format that gets accepted by all job portals. So no fancy styling, just creates a great CV that somebody can download with a PDF. This should be a simple one. So look at some of the suggestions. Okay. You can also add I think the way with the amazing thing with Gemini 3 is the flexibility on layout. So before, it's kind of all the apps and landing pages, etc., get pinned down with the traditional like AI feeling layouts. You know, the purples, the gradients, the violets, the standard website feel, the standard kind of AI website feel. This is kind of well out of that, which is nice. I wonder when you can obviously push code to GitHub and deploy it to G-Cloud, but you can't build a back end here. So you haven't got a database which you can connect. You haven't got auth, so you have to kind of pull it out and into an IDE to add that. If you wanted to, let me just see if I can show you anti-gravity. We've got an update. Let me just update it. Okay, we have a CV. Dang. Let me actually just change the screen so we can see the whole thing. Okay, here we go. Okay. This looks pretty good. Let me just group these stream 1911. We're going to go with this one. Okay, we can minimize. Okay, here we go. So we've got a CV editing app. We can go with this one. We can go job title. I don't know. AI educator. Email. We can change that. Experience. If we add a skill, does that take it away? That works. Okay. Nice. Can we save it? I don't think we can save it as of yet, but Pro CV Builder. I wonder, I bet this is actually quite useful, but this has got a bunch of search results too. Let's go back and see what other features we can add. Improve summary AI, enhance experience, add job title field. We haven't got a job title field. Link content fields, improve date formatting. I don't know. Maybe let the user choose from 3 styles. Oh, it's added an AI enhance button too. Does that work? No, we need to add our API key for that. I bet there's a bunch of sites actually doing a lot of traffic with tools like this. CV builder. My perfect resume is one really high up in the results here. My perfect resume, AI resume builder. 2,000 people are building with it right now. Okay. That was the top one from Perplexity. We'll see if we can do these layouts, then we'll try and build something else. Again, so what I do here, if you're actually looking to kind of turn one of these ideas into a business and launch it, I would go and push it to GitHub. I do all the features in here. I build the front end in here. Then I push this, save it to GitHub, and then bring it down into like an IDE, like a anti-gravity or cursor or whatever it is, whichever one you like using, and then pull it down and then implement the back end with something like a codex, for instance. Okay, here's the classic. Here's the modern. Here's the minimalist. Nice. That's so cool. All right. Let's build something else. I want to build a daily check-in journal app where somebody can just open the app and have a 60-second conversation, a friendly conversation with an AI asking about how the day's gone, etc., and then add that into a journal with the transcript and the video in like a daily log, so they can look back on all their memories and see what they were thinking about at that time and then rewatch the video. So we're going to need to use from this the conversational voice apps, and I think we're going to use the transcription, which is generate speech. Okay, let's go and build that. We might have to come up with some good design for this too, so we may have to change it. But this should wire up these two straight away. So this is like a voice journal app. We've got some more suggestions in the middle. Mood tracking and sentiment analysis. Good idea. We've got personalized AI conversational prompts. Google Maps data. I don't know if you really need that. Generate speech. Okay. Actually, not great ideas there, but I think that this is a good one. I'd use to track their entries with moods and analyze their sentiment to the daily check-ins to identify emotional patterns over time. There is like a I need to test how good Gemini is at kind of reading emotion, but there was a really good product, or there is a really good product called Hume, which basically lets you do exactly that. It's an API, and you can use it to track emotion, so expression management, emotion intelligence for every application. So you can talk, and it can read your emotions from your face and your voice in real time. So maybe we could do an app using that at some point too, because that's super powerful. So we've got check-in session, we've got a journal list. We'll see how we go with that. This should be done in a couple of minutes. Let's see what else, other news we've got today. Okay, I think we're good. Daily reflect. The journal is empty. Start a check-in. Hello, can you hear me? Oh, what? Okay. So that was actually working. Okay, cool. Maybe we go new check-in. Let's go and just do this. This design needs to be 100x better, as it's a consumer app and not a B2B app. So let's make it very visually appealing as an app that people want to use, add things like streaks, etc., etc. The AI should kick off the interview and suggest questions to prompt the conversation. Okay, let's try it again while it's building. Hey, how you doing? Oh, you can't hear. Yeah, actually, I'm just playing around with Google Gemini 3 as they just released a brand new model, and it's actually really good. So I'm building apps with it.
That sounds exciting. What kind of apps are you building?
I'm actually
How are you
building.
finding the new model?
I'm actually building a voice journaling, a video journaling app, so I can look back on it and kind of see exactly what I was doing on that day.
That's a really cool idea. What made you want to build a video journaling app specifically?
Just gonna find it easier than writing. I'd rather just put on the camera and talk to it, really. Okay, we're getting an app update. I think we should get a new layout. So full screen experience, AI proactivity. We've got an audio visualizer, a progress ring, a video thumbnail is the primary focus with a subtle gradient overlay. We've got a change in color palette. It's using the indigo violet. Okay, we're going to get rid of that. What else are they doing? Typography, switch to Jakarta sans for a modern geometric look. Introducing a streak mechanic to gamify it. Okay. Nice. All right, here we go. Let's give this a try. We have a new look, daily reflect, capture the moment. Let's see. I don't know if you're going to be able to hear this. Let me just make sure you can. Here we go. Hey, how you doing? Hello?
Hey there. Good to see you.
Hello.
Hi there. Good to see you. How has your day been so far?
Yeah, it's pretty good. I'm actually just playing around with the new Gemini 3 model and building apps, so can't complain.
That sounds like a fascinating project. It's great to hear you're enjoying it. Is there anything else on your mind today?
Okay, so she used two voices. What? If we click into it, I guess, can I watch this back? I don't think I'll be able to. Listen to the summary. Okay. So, yeah, one day.
Hello. Hi there. Good to see you. How has your day been so far?
Seems like it's using different voices, which is interesting. Okay, that's a daily reflect app, obviously built in a couple of minutes. You can go and work on that for a bit longer to actually get it to a production ready spot. Right, what else shall we do? We've got voice. Let me create maybe a SVG creation app. I want to create an app that lets you create SVGs. SVGs and animations for a website. Actually, can you create a voice controlled photo creation and editing app? Okay, here we go. We've got voice controlled photo creation and editing app. Make it ultra high end, brutalist, and make it ultra high end and brutalist, black and white layout. Okay, voice controlled photo creation and editing app. See how it does. If you want to make sure you're using the right model, by the way, if you're in here, you click on advanced settings, you'll see Gemini Pro Preview. This was the one that was used before. This has just been added yesterday. So you can now switch to Gemini 3 Pro Preview and start building apps with that. So now we've got some new suggestions. Leverage AI to generate unique high-end images from text prompts fitting your brutalist aesthetic. This allows users to create visuals that don't exist anywhere else. Okay, context-aware chatbots to your app, giving users a support agent that remembers the conversation. Okay. Okay, let's leave that. We do have a new update with a tool that I absolutely love. It is called Manus. I don't know why this screen layout is so bad, but okay, there we go. This is Manus. Now they just released, so Manus is like a super agent, which you can use. If you click in here, you can see how it works. Basically this layout, and it will do anything for you, basically. Build apps, build websites, build automations. It can surf the web. And now they've released something great, which was this. Today we're launching Manus Browser Operator. Any browser can now become an AI browser. One extension, no download, no new setup. Your browser already works, your login sessions, your habits, now with the power of Manus. I think this is great because why would you have to download a whole browser just to be able to use AI features?
Your browser already works. You don't need to download a new browser just to experience AI capabilities. Meet Manus Browser Operator. This is a browser extension that turns any browser into an AI browser. It allows Manus Agent to work directly within your browser environment. Grant Manus access to your browser when needed, and sites that you're already logged into, Manus has access. Keeps your AI tools in the zone, so you stay focused on what matters. No more login delays, no more CAPTCHA headaches. You keep control. Manus adds the intelligence, experience an AI browser without changing a thing. Manus extends your reach. Your browser extends Manus's reach. Your logins, your setup, your habits. Link to Manus and start browsing smarter.
Okay.
Your browser already works. You don't need to download Manus.
I don't know about that last line as like a promotional line. Manus extends your reach. your browser extends Manus's reach. It's like it's reaching in for all your logins, passwords, etc. Obviously, we don't know the extent of what data it gets or it uses, but I think this is a fairly unfortunate copy. But yeah, Manus is a great product too, so I highly advise signing up. You can go to manus.im to try it. The general AI agent that bridges minds and actions. It doesn't just think, it delivers results. Okay, what have we got here? We have a a pretty out there design for this. Let's go here. Let's go here. Okay, Voice Studio powered by Gemini 2.5. Click start session, create an image of a cyberpunk city, make it look black and white, add a neon sign. Okay, let's try. Okay, can you create an image of a cyberpunk city, but ultra realistic, please?
Here is a cyberpunk city.
Okay, can you make it black and white and put on the sign where it says robotic air automations? Can you replace that text with shiny technologies, please?
The image is now black and white, and the text has been replaced.
Can you remove all the people?
The people have been removed.
Can we add 2 futuristic cyberpunk vehicles into the shot? There should be one saloon car and one hover car. Okay, looks like we got an error, I think. Let's try and fix this. A network error. Okay, so now we have a voice. We can terminate this actually. We have a voice controlled photo creation and editing app. That was fairly easy. I wonder how we can kind of push this. We've got 6 minutes left. What would be a very tough app for them to do? Let's have a look. Let's go with I'm feeling lucky. We'll see if upload a script is a sequence of generated storyboard images. Okay, build a split screen bill splitting app. Let's go with that. So, an AI pass receipt, and then the right pane is a smart interface. After uploading a receipt image, generate a structured list of items and price on the left. Users be able to type natural language commands, Druve, had nachos. Sarah had the pizza to assign costs. As these commands are entered, a real-time summary showing exactly what each person owes with tax and tip automatically distributed proportionally. Okay. Sounds like a fairly useful app. We're definitely getting to the stage of personal software, by the way, where everyone just creates apps on the fly. There is a tool or product which actually launched with a bunch of funding. Oh, actually, why don't we create? We've got a few minutes. Let me just try and create something else. Build me an app, an AI studio type product that lets users build apps with all of the AI functionality options present here. Let's see if this works. Okay, I don't know if this is going to be able to do this in a few minutes, but we'll see. So basically, build me an AI studio type product that lets users build apps with all of the AI functionality options present here. So it's the app that builds apps. We'll see. Could this work? If it works, multi-billion-dollar company straight off the bat. Lovable just hit 200 million in recurring revenue, which was absolutely insane. Kudos to them. Could we build $1 billion app in 5 minutes with this functionality? Build me an AI studio type product that lets users build apps with all of the AI functionality options present here. We will see. Will this work? Will it not? If it does, it'll be good. It should have because when you press all these, it should have the code snippets to implement all these. So it would just have to package these up and then build the app in a way that lets people use these apps, these prompts. Will it work? Absolutely no idea. Let's test it. Don't know how long this is going to take. I think it's going to build. It's going to build all of the components. I think is it audio, video, image, chat, and that's put in the app. We'll see. See if this works. Get 1 more minute. Will it work? finally, it's probably a good time to say about Firecrawl. If you actually want to retrieve any info from across the web, you can power your AI apps with clean web data from any website. It's also completely open source with firecrawl.dev. Absolutely immense product. Let's see if this is going to work. I'm not sure. It's got some errors. This might be a few shot prompt type gig, but we'll try it. We've got a couple of minutes left. Okay. Allow this app to request access to camera, microphone, geographic location. Allow. Okay. Image generator. Oh, right. So it just built a studio. So image generator, V Studio, text to speech, chat pro, fast chat, thinking mode, live conversation, analyze image, analyze video, transcribe, Google search, and Google Maps. It just added all the features and made an app with it. So you've now got a Gemini powered super app which you can push out live. Well, that is what turned out for the books. Okay. Hope you enjoyed this video. Hope you enjoyed Gemini 3. Go and try it at aistudio.google.com and see what you can build. But I will catch you